Hello one and all, welcome to Day 3 of the Pokemon Evolved playthrough. Day 3 begins with me infiltrating Team Rocket's secret base in the game center. I make my way through, defeating Rocket grunts along the way, and eventually reach the top dog of Team Rocket, Giovanni. Giovanni opens with a Kangaskhan. I open with Sesame and take out Kangaskhan with a water gun. Up next is Steelix. I send out Pompey, set up a sandstorm, and take out Steelix with an Iron Tail. Giovanni then sends out Rhyperior, who falls to Fern's Giga Drain. His foul Pokemon is Felunk, who also goes down to Fern. After defeating Giovanni, I catch Riggs the Meowth and evolve into the Felunk, the Ankh Cat Pokemon. I then return to the Pokemon Tower with the Silph Coast device in hand and begin my ascent. While in the Pokemon Tower, Fern evolves into Terrarasaur, the jungle Pokemon. I also catch a Cubone and name him Sun. I get near the top of the Pokemon Tower and encounter the ghost of Ocelot. After defeating him and kicking Team Rocket out of the Pokemon Tower, I get the Pokemon Flute from Mr. Fuji. I make my way to Fuchsia City. Along the way, Sesame evolves into Braineon, the Wave Crash Pokemon, and Pompey evolves into Obsidianix. I also catch a Snorlax and a Scyther named Heft and Ryoko. After all that, I begin my Fuchsia City Gym Challenge. I recently learned how easy it is to see the invisible walls in this gym, so I make it to Koga pretty much with no trouble. Koga opens up with an Adnokana, which reminds me of a fun fact. Did you know Adnokana is Anaconda backwards? Anyway, I open with Cuspin and deal some decent damage, but Koga heals most of it and paralyzes Cuspin. I switch to Pompey and take it out with an Earthquake. His next Pokemon is Gunk, who also falls to Pompey's Earthquake. Koga then sends out a Rattlrule. I switch to Wisp and get some good damage with Flamethrower, but sadly go down to a foul play. So I switch into Sesame and take him out with a Hydro Pump. He then sends out Visibat, who also goes down to a Hydro Pump from Sesame. His final Pokemon is Choking, who I guess Koga doesn't want to end it because he just uses Explosion and gives us the win. I make a little detour to the Safari Zone getting some new teammates. I get Current the Electabuzz, Spitfire the Rapidash, Gale the Pinstrider, and Apollo the Flareon. I continue my journey evolving Apollo into Smoldreon and then Inferneon, the Soot Pokemon. I also evolve Riggs into Patrafinx, the Sphinx Cat Pokemon, and Wisp into Yokayubi, the Restless Pokemon. I reach the Silph Co headquarters to confront Team Rocket once again. I'll admit, I was lost in here for way longer than I thought it would be. Something about teleporter pads in these games that I just can't wrap my head around sometimes, so I looked up a guide and eventually made it to Spam, my rival. Spam opens with a freaking Zapdos, and I open with Apollo. After 2 attacks from Zapdos, Apollo is able to take him out with a Flamethrower. His next mon is Executive, who also goes down to a Flamethrower. He then sends out Drazcosmic, so I switch to Fern and take it out with a Sludge Bomb. Chariana is next and also goes down to a Sludge Bomb. His foul Pokemon is Voohoodoo. I switch to Wisp and a Shadow Ball plus Flamethrower defeats it and Spam. I get a Lapras from the Silph Co employee and then go challenge Giovanni. Giovanni opens with a Felonk and I open with Sesame, who takes out Felonk with a Waterfall. His next mon is Nidorulean. I switch to Riggs and take him out with an Earthquake. Giovanni then sends out Kangalis, who also goes down to Riggs. Up next is Remarkable. I switch to Current, who is Electivire, the Vine Yeti Pokemon, and he takes out Remarkable with a Wood Hammer. His final Pokemon is Nidoarchy, who goes down to Wisp Flamethrower, getting us the win. After Giovanni's defeat, I go and challenge Sabrina. Sabrina opens with a Plantinopus, and I open with Apollo. Luckily, Plantinopus misses Hydro Pump, so I can take it out with a Shadow Ball. Next is Somnasuit. I switch to Cuspin and deal with it with a Night Slash. Up next is Electrode EX. I switch to Fern and I'm able to take it out with a Sludge Bomb. She then sends out Mr. Fool. I'm also able to take him out with a Sludge Bomb. Her foul Pokemon is... I don't know how to say that, but Fern's able to Leech Seed as Lovecraftian God, and I switch to Cuspin, and with a Night Slash, we get the win. And that's going to be it for Day 3. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. Bye-bye.